everyone, how's it going? Hope you're all having a great day today. But yeah, let me know how your day's going if you'd like. I'm doing okay. I woke up a couple hours ago. Still haven't been sleeping well. But yeah. Other than that, my day's been going decently so far. But yeah, we're gonna be playing some more Final Fantasy today. We did the raid and stuff yesterday, but I do need to catch up on the main story, so that's what we're gonna be working on today. But yeah, let's get started. Boop. Everything turned on. Oh, that's already on. Good. Where's my controller? Boop. Okay. But, okay, so we're gonna start on... I guess I could go and see if the sanctuary is actually... Yeah, we could check that out afterwards if we have time. That's not a huge thing. But let's get back to Rods at Han so we can continue the main story. But yeah, I hope you're all having a wonderful day today. Alright, I think we need to go... Yeah. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. There's still a lot of people over here. Excellent timing. Just a moment. I received word from the Ironworks. They have completed their task and are on their way to with the reinforced warding scales. Our alchemists have also succeeded in creating an artificial Atmos. All is ready for our journey to the void. I have instructed our comrades to gather at the Great Work. Let's head there at once. It's time to go to the void. And hopefully not blow it up. I think the Great Works... Oh, the Great Works. Right, that's out of here. Yeah, it's in the actual Fafnir area. God, what's the artificial Atmos gonna look like? Oh, it does look like a little Atmos. Actually, kind of hilarious looking. There you are. Present you with the fruits of the alchemist's labor, the artificial Atmos. Though we've yet to put it to the proof, its aether is practically identical to that of the original, a truly remarkable feat in so short a time. If you can call that adorable. Our alchemists have outdone themselves yet again. Small wonder that they are the pride of Rods at Hand. I would express my gratitude to Nidhana, but it appears she isn't here. Only partially here? Alright, I hope everything's okay. She rushed off after bringing the Atmos to attend to a pressing task, but said that she would return ere we set forth. Which should be shortly after our friends from the Ironworks arrive. Someone say warding scales, because it just so happens we have them. Oh, hi, Nero. Right on cue. Good to see you all again. But for the president himself to attend, keen to bear witness to our little experiment, are you? You know I am. I was there at the Crystal Tower, lest you forget. I wouldn't miss this for the world. You don't mind if we come along and see you off, I hope. It's thanks to these three that we could finish the work so quickly. It was my painstakingly collected data that made the reinforcement possible. The scale will last a good 10 years in the void with nary a hint of degradation. Okay, Nero. As the ones who did the actual reinforcing, we guarantee their quality as well. They'll keep you safe. But enough bragging, here are the scales. With these, we can search for my sister without fear of corruption. I know not how to repay you. Don't mention it. Medgarsimer came to our rescue in the rift. It's the least we can do to help his children. Thank you. Well, my friend, my only regret is that I won't be able to accompany you on this latest grand adventure. Wait. Oh, hi, Nidhana. Is something the matter? Before you depart, Your Excellency, there is something we wish to present to you. Will you please come with me? You would not delay us without good cause. Very well. Forgive me, my friends, but I require a moment. Certainly taking his time. What sort of grand present could take so long to receive? The kind that'll help him in the void, I presume. That godforsaken place, he'll need all the help he can get, but you of all people ought to know that. Who are you people? Oh, he's part of the Radiant Host. I don't know the rest of them.
My apologies for keeping you waiting.
Vritra, I presume.
Got a big boy body. Still has a baby face, though.
Indeed, this vessel now serves as a host for my eye. I was aware that the alchemists were busy preparing something, but this...
We couldn't well send you on such a perilous mission unprepared, Your Excellency. We spared no effort in crafting the body, and I dare say you'll find it adept at wielding weapons and magics both. 'Twas our intent to present it to you sooner, but we could not bring ourselves to do so, knowing we could yet improve it further. Pray forgive us.
There is naught to forgive. I am grateful for this fine vessel, and shall put it to good use. Again, I ask that you watch over Radzatan in my absence. The dangers we go to face are great and many, and I fear I will be unable to give matters here due attention. And in opening the Void Gate, there is ever risk that Void Scent will find their way into our world.
Rest assured, we are more than prepared. Our soldiers have been training under Master Estinian. On my honor, we will not suffer a single fiend to pass. So, think only of your mission, Varshan. Ah, but seeing as this is a different body, perhaps we should use a different name.
Nay, Vashan shall suffice. Though I may have thus grown up, I am as ever a little brother to you all.
As you say, as you say. Go then, Vashan. And best of luck.
Interesting model.
I
Definitely
have
is
something
unique.
for you as well. While you were gone, Urianger paid us a visit. As you may recall, he joined us on our foray into Alzadar's legacy, in part to conduct research for the Loperids. Research they were delighted to receive, and which has already inspired them to consider new ways to improve their own treasure vault. As a token of their gratitude, Livingway entrusted a familiar relic to Urianger.
Oh.
Aye, the crystal, which showed the way to Meteon. The Loperids no longer have need of it, and thus saw fit to return it to us. Harboring the power of light, it could well aid us in our mission in the Void. And who better to bear Heidelin's gift than her chosen champion?
Oh, why you gotta play answers?
If there is nothing left to discuss, then let us depart. Our boat awaits us in Akyali.
Answers for maximum feels as always. The satrap and your fellows have already departed for the vault. Are you ready to set forth? Yes.
I shall now lift the seal. In the name of Al-Zadal III, I cast open this door unto the void!
At least there's talking. I don't have to talk on everything.
Go, absorb the Void Gate.
Oh, it got big. Oh my god, it's massive.
It worked. We should have no trouble passing through a gate of that size.
What can we expect to find after stepping through?
On my previous foray, I emerged in a castle swarming with void scent. I was hopelessly outnumbered and forced to turn back. But together, I am confident we can hold our own.
You're a dragon, though.
Upon our arrival, let us deal with any hostile entities and secure the area. The command of our mission, I leave in your capable hands.
Might not be a great idea, but okay.
In the event of battle, I shall adapt my tactics to complement your own.
Should we require healing, I can provide it. 'Twould be a welcome change of pace from my recent havoc wreaking.
Take heart, my friends, and have faith. We will brave this broken world and rescue my sister Ajdaya.
Boop-biddy-boop-ba-doop. The Fell Court of Troya. Well, that was quick. Ah, right, there. Oh, he actually joins you in trust? Hang on, how do you even look at that? Oh, duty support. Ah, there it is. Interesting. So he can tank DPS and she can heal DPS. Interesting. All right. Boopity boop. Alright, let's see what the new dungeon has. Oh, I can't walk up there to it. That was quick. This is an interesting way to start it. The dungeon opens up in here. Okay. It's an interesting way to open a dungeon. Do 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 do. What we got? Red Mage is our code EPS. This place looks cool. It's all warped and distorted. I like that. That's really cool looking. Oh wait, I can see us moving up there. That's pretty cool. It's like a little reflection. What the fuck are these things? have no idea what the hell these things are. The music is the distorted features of this place are weird. It's very weird music. More distorted building. Oh, hey, I do like that. I like that you can see yourself in the little reflection up there. Pretty interesting. Kind of reminds me of Hawk Manor a little bit. Just more castle-y. Oh, hello. There's lots of enemies back here. First boss is probably going to be after this pull. If I had to take a guess, at least. Yep. What the hell is that thing? Beatrice. Wait, this is a boss fight? That's weird. It's an ad boss fight. Okay. Oh, I misread that. I always find ad boss fights to be kind of weird. Not a very common thing in this game. There's more. Is there gonna be an actual boss here? Unitmare? I mean, at least I have good AoE on Reaper. What? What? Oh, okay. Well, that's not as big as I thought it was gonna be. That was weird. That was kind of weird. Gonna lie. Oh, this place looks cool. It reminds me of Ishgard, kinda. The inside is really cool. Bit. I wonder if the next boss is gonna be an actual boss. Is that statue gonna come to life? Nope. Oh, we got a Dualahan. And more blackguards. Oof. I hate when pulls have tons of AoEs. It's so hard as a melee DPS. I'm assuming there's gonna be more ads than just those two groups. Yep. Oh hey, it's a courtroom. Wrong button. There we go. And so far, this isn't too bad. Doopity-doopity-doo. I do like the aesthetic of this place, though. It's really cool looking. Is that a jester? That is a jester. Troy and Bishop. Interesting. As long as it's not Ferdiad, I don't fucking care. I'm tired of dealing with Ferdiad. We dealt with him too much in Heaven's Ward. Jester's Reap. It's that fucking laugh. Also, the fact that my main hits can crit for like 20k now. Oh, you're the second boss. Okay. Boop, boop. Eye of Troya. Moving too slow. Can't keep up my combos. Hush. That's the name of the tank buster. Oh, why you move back to the middle? Okay, she's doing that again, but is she gonna... Whoa! That's an interesting one. Hurry up. She moves so slow. She looks pretty cool. Oh, door behind the throne. Trojan leg wraps. Really been looking at these. That wasn't too bad, at least. That was a pretty cool use of the look away mechanic, though. That was a new one. Hey, Isabel, how's it going? Hope you're having a good day today. Oh, this looks pretty. Trojan trappers. Hank isn't really pulling these guys together too well, so it's hard to hit all of them. Oh, they spit spider webs at me. Doopity doopity doo. Alright, what's that? What the hell is that thing? A butler? That's not a butler, that's a floofy thing with sides. I think I've seen this model in Eureka, actually. Oh, we've got some extra people here. Boopity boop. Music is really somber though. It does not fit this place at all. I mean, it's pretty. I like the music. It just doesn't really fit this place. Looks like we still got 2 guys up there, so... Music is Troya's theme from FF4. Let's see. I guess that makes sense then. I'm assuming that's the boss fight up there. Was not expecting more ads. This place has a... It likes to throw ads after you pull. That's the second time there was only 2 things and then it dropped more ads on us. These things look terrifying. These weird bats. Bat dragons. Alright, I'm assuming this is the boss fight up here. Yep.
So the gate did open again, and delivered the most mouth-watering morsels.
Ooh.
I am Scarmelion, Archfiend of Earth and first of Golbez's Circle of Fame. Such pleasure I will take in delivering you unto your grave.
I like this music.
Your father is mine!
I do have to say, the voice acting for this character, not the greatest. Sounds a little off. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being picky.
Breathe deep of your death.
Wait, excuse me? Oh, everyone got hit by it. Okay. Oh, there's walls. I did not see the walls.
My blade thirsts for blood.
Oh, what's he doing? Oh, he's going over there. Oh, that's a big AoE. Alright, I gotta make sure I pay attention to these walls. Reaping Decay.
Protect me, my minion.
Oh, he's got an ad phase. Oh, Jesus. Everything keeps dying, so there we go. Whoa, what's going on? Oh, it's just a big hit. That's pretty cool.
Stubborn mortal. Now, fill your lungs.
Damn it, wrong button. Also, I noticed he's been destroying the walls, too.
I will not be defeated by you.
I like how he pulls the sword out like that. That's really... I like that animation. He has a very flowy cape. I mean, that was a pretty good dungeon. I liked it. The first boss being an ad fight, though, I didn't really like that. I don't like ad boss fights. I think they're kind of silly. Oh, hey. Austin. Or... Oh, hey, I got it. Okay. And I got Beatrice's card, too. Boopity boop. More cutscenes.
This Scarmalione, he knew the gate had opened.
And not for the first time. He and his brethren must keep watch over the portal.
As we do ours, but to unflinchingly consume a fellow Voidsent. Like men, perhaps they form factions and fight amongst themselves.
The question is, what will the minions do?
That thing's terrifying.
Your mistress is no more, and the one who consumed her we slew in turn. Do you still mean to try us?
Okay, Estinian, calm down. Also, those weird dragon bats are literally just Valefor's model. They look just like Valefor, just like an evil
I
version.
expect some Voidsent are more intelligent than others. Perhaps these ones simply do not understand our words.
Even beasts ought to understand strength.
Yeah.
There is much we do not know about Voidsent. If we are to survive their world, it would be wise to learn their ways.
Let's proceed with caution. Don't overthink it. We'll improvise as we go.
If that is your preferred approach, then very well. I shall defer to your adventurer's intuition.
The eyeball things are terrifying.
I am here, sister. Finally here. And I will find you. I swear it.
Oh, hey, title drop. It's behind my chat blocker, though. This castle should serve as a base of operations for now. Ere we set our sights elsewhere, let's see what there is to learn here. From this point onward, you will not encounter Aetherites for a while. Should you leave Troy Castle, you may return here via viewer's warding. Additionally, you may now enter the Fell Court of Troya with party of NPC avatars. Okay, trust. The chat blocker blocked everything but the BM. The warding scale exhibits no change. It should be safe to remain here and begin our search. But whither now? I would sense Azjaha were she remotely near, but there is nothing. Might you not call to her, let her know that you've come? Alas, this vessel is not capable of calling across vast distances. For that, I require my true form. And even were it possible, a dragon's call is born upon Aether. 'Tis liable to draw more voids into us. I see. In any case, there's little exploration to be done while we are confined to this isolated isle. I propose we begin learning what we can from the castle's occupants. An understanding of their ways may prove useful to our cause. Let's hope a few of them are capable of speech. Let all remain vigilant while we go about our inquiries. We reconvene afterwards. Sure. Boop -a boop -a boop. Void Scent. Grr. Grr? Okay. The creature snarls and glares at you. It is unlikely that you will learn anything from it. Okay. At least he didn't attack me. What enticing aether you have. Give me some. Thing's terrifying. If only I were stronger, I'd be able to eat you. I will find someone else to eat. While able to communicate, this one seems to think only of feeding. Better to take your inquiries elsewhere. Mistress's eyes are beauteous, sublime. To bask in her gaze is bliss. But she's gone. But now she's gone. Never again will I feel her gaze. No mistress, no orders. What am I to do now? Creature mutters endlessly to itself, not sparing you so much as a glance. I serve, I obey. Please don't eat me. A dragon? What's that? Does it taste good? I don't know anything about it. Don't know anything about it. The one we caught recently, they seem to know lots. We threw them in the dungeon, but clever ones are tasty. They might have been eaten already. You learned all you can from this void scent. If you look in the dungeon, you may be able to find the clever one I mentioned. Wonder who they're talking about. Did I not click it? Okay, there it goes. Have nothing to share. While those I approached had no will to fight, neither were they capable of holding a conversation worth the name. My experience was much the same. Lower rung void scent tend to have lower intelligence, would seem. Pity Scarmalone is dead. He was talkative, at least. What of you? I found one that would talk to me. A clever void scent in the dungeon. That would be the area in which we emerged. Indeed. Let's take ourselves back there and find this void scent. Preferably before its fellows make a meal of it. To the dungeon, then. Alright, let's go. Boopity boop. At least I can mount in here, which is nice. That makes moving around a bit quicker. Do I have to go all the way back to the first area? No, there's a knight here. Doggy, can I pet the dog? No, I can't interact with the dog. More blackguards. More doggies. Oh, I can interact with this one. Woofger. Oh, I want to pet it. Why can't I pet the doggo? Passage to Carcier 4. That's the start of the dungeon. Yeah, that's where I need to be. Ugh, I don't like these things. These faces are terrifying. A jailer? Oh, there they are. Dark-robed void scent. It looks like... It looks kind of like the Reaper avatar. It does have a scythe. That's the one that Xenos was using.
You are the friend.
Yep, that is the one that Xenos was using. You're the void scent bound to Xenos.
bottomless darkness, the insatiable hunger. The aura was present when we faced him in Garlemald.
How did it come to be here?
It probably came back once I killed Xenos, because he doesn't have a vessel to be bound
When Xenos
to.
died, its connection to the source was severed. It was forced to return to the void.
Xenos. Yes, that was his name. And you are the friend, are you not?
The weird hand on its back creeps me out.
Is that Heidelin's crystal?
It's a Reaper. Ooh, I like the scythe. Can I have the scythe, please?
But how? The light just now. Of course. And thus I am returned.
Because that's like one of the only good-looking scythes in the game. Why can't I have that scythe?
Who are you?
I was once bound to the man named Xenos. His avatar, until you killed him.
Avatar, as in the void-sent servants of Reapers. In the name of his hunt, Xenos took up that traditional Garlean art.
Yeah, I am a Reaper, Pistola, as well.
And through it, he forged a covenant with a being of the void to lend him strength.
Covenant? A curse, more like. He stole my power. There was no equity in the arrangement. My very essence was altered, twisted into a tool to serve his desires.
Your previous appearance. This is your true form, then.
Perhaps, perhaps not. What does it matter?
I still want the scythe.
Indeed, it doesn't.
Regardless of your form, you are a void sent by nature.
So answer me this. Are you our enemy too?
In this world, only a fool would attempt to devour a stronger being. And though it was as an avatar, I lost to you once, I have no desire to lose again.
Fair. I have already beaten you once.
Good enough for me.
Now, you will answer me a question. Xenos called you friend. That's what you are? A friend?
In his twisted mind... I'm just gonna tell you my name.
So, you're not a friend. Then... what is it? What is a friend?
I still want the scythe, please. It's one of the only good-looking scythes in the game. And of course, it's bound to another NPC and I can't use it. Who's spying? Alright, weird dark cloud. Got it. As much as one might expect the unexpected, I doubt any of us could have foreseen this turn of events. She was different from other Voidsent, at least those we've met, and the change we witnessed, I suspect, is due to your crystal purging the excess darkness in her. Even so, she still harbors a great deal of darkness. I'm very keen to hear what she can tell us about herself and about her world. Give me money. Where everything began. Was disappointed to not see a lot of glowy sides when I was looking. That's because it's a new class. The only primal weapon that they've redone for Reaper was the Knights of the Round, was Thordan's weapon, because of the ultimate that came out recently. But I'm assuming the new raid scythe is glowy. It's like fiery. I really like the new raid scythe. We were looking for a Voidsent with whom we could converse, in the course of which we learned of you. We are visitors to this world and know little and less of its workings and ways. We would be grateful if you could tell us about it, about yourself. So what's information you seek? What do you offer for it? I beg your pardon? Voidsent do not give unless we stand to gain. If you desire something, you pay the price. That is the sole rule in this world you call the Void. That makes sense. Pray forgive our ignorance. But what would be acceptable as payment? I suspect that such coin as we carry has no value here. Voidsent crave one thing alone, Aether. In return for information, I offer you mine, just not all of it, mind you. I still have need of my life. Very well, I will tell you no more than you can afford to pay. Then we have a bargain. If we are to talk about the Void, let us do so outside. I do wish I could show off the scythe, though, because, I don't think I have the other ones on me. Yeah, the Demon Slicer is the one that I use, which is dyed black for me right now, but this is the one that I mainly use, which is like the first one you get, because, I don't know, I like it. I also like the Artifact Scythe, the level 91. I want to pay her Aether the Fate Stay Nightway. I don't know what that means. I have never watched Fate Stay Night, so. But there's also the Death Scythe, which is okay. But yeah, the only glowy scythe is the Thordan one. Oh, I see. The only glowy scythe at the moment is Thordan's, and I fucking hate Thordan's weapons,
This is
so...
where I belong. My home. This endless darkness you call the Void. There was once light here, and it shone its warmth upon creation. The lands were green and the seas were blue. Life flourished. Before the war, the Contra Memoria.
Contra Memoria?
It must have been a terrible war indeed.
It shattered the balance, causing darkness to engulf the world. All life was transformed into monstrosities, Voidsent. We are the natural order now.
As light begat Sin Eaters, darkness begat Voidsent.
Yep.
The sun was driven from the sky as fleeting day yielded to endless night. In time, even land and sea lost their distinction. And though the spark of reason had died in us, driven by memory's shadow, we formed factions and carved out domains, This castle, for instance. Its erstwhile lord must have abided in such a place once upon a time.
It looks
If
like
I may,
Ishgard.
the darkness in you is too much for any man to harbor. To my eyes, you are indeed a void sent. Yet your knowledge of the past and your demeanor mark you apart from your brethren. You are different. That much is plain. But in what way, I am unsure.
As you say, I am void sent, but only in part. The darkness touched my mother when the war had only just begun, when I was still in the womb. As a child, I looked like any other, but darkness coursed through me, and I ceased to age when I'd become a woman grown. But that was then. And now, I may as well be one in full. I prey on the weak and serve the strong. I live to survive. Nothing more.
Forgive me. 'Twas not my intent to pry. I realize, too, that I've neglected to ask your name.
As we say mortal, you may call me void sent.
That is liable to cause confusion. If you are not averse, we would address you by your true name.
And call me what you will. I care not.
How about Zero?
Zero?
Meaning nothing. A name as fitting as any.
No, not nothing, but rather a beginning. For it remains to be seen what you will become to us.
As I said, I care not. Zero, then.
Okay. Here's to a fruitful partnership. I think it's a nice name. Yeah.
A name is a string of sounds. Its meaning has no bearing on my nature.
Well, Zero, while there is no end to the questions we could ask, it is only fair that we tell you our purpose in coming here. We are searching for a dragon. One who came to your world long ago.
A dragon?
Yes. Ashdaya is her name, and she is my sister. If you have any knowledge of her, I beg you share it with us.
I see that cloud up there.
Did you say something?
No.
No.
I thought I heard a voice as well. The keening of void scent, perhaps.
Being watched. Why not? Why not make it creepier? No, I want to talk to Vashan. I must say, we are rather exposed here. Perhaps we should continue this conversation within the castle. The throne room is defensible, given its few points of ingress. Let us head back there. Moving wasn't part of the bargain. I'll comply, but I expect my payment promptly. You shall have it as soon as we've arrived. Damn, even getting her to move to a different place is... She wants payment for that. Hey Cheeky, how's it going? Hope you have a good day today. Thanks for stopping by. I do think that's a really cool feature. The little camera. thingy in the ceiling. Boopity boop boop boo. To be fair, I also want to get paid to go to a different room. What is up with this lag? This is weird. Oh, solo instance. I'm gonna have to leave the party. On proceeding several cutscenes. Oh, several cutscenes will play. You will be required to participate in battle. If you enter battles associated with other quests or log out from the game, the progress will be lost. Alright. So we got a lot of stuff right this second.
This place is as good as any. Let me have the ether now.
Very well.
Like, fine. Hello there.
You're mine.
Oh, you're not dead.
That I should miss my mark.
That fiend again? But we struck it down. Watched it die.
Fools. Death doesn't exist in this world. And I am free to return whensoever I please.
Okay, weirdo.
Death doesn't exist. Of course, in the first, the power of light, of passivity, prevents life from emerging in the empty. But in the 13th, the power of darkness, of activity, prevents life from finding rest, even should soul be separated from flesh.
So unless one's essence is absorbed by another, it is possible to return again and again.
Your ether. It is reminiscent of that creature's. Ah, my mouth waters at the memory.
You're creepy.
What?
I must devour you too. Yes, I must. Drifting souls, by my power be reborn!
I'm getting some lag. Yeah, I'm getting some lag. I don't like
It's another
that.
death they want. I say we give it to them.
If you could lend us a hand, we'd be much obliged.
That you would. But you already owe me a debt, and until you make good on it, I won't lift a finger. We'll speak after you've won. But know that if you lose, I'll help myself to your ether.
That a bothersome duty should deliver to me this lavish feast. Come, struggle with all your might. It will make you that much richer and tastier.
You are creepy. Alright, I wasn't expecting a fight right away. Ooh, what is with this lag? This is actually, I've never had lag this bad before. What the heck?
We do well to break up this feast quickly.
What is going on?
And let's see these guests on their way.
All right then, Jesus. I am so fucking confused at why it's lagging so badly right now. Is it the particle effects?
He hastens their regeneration.
Logged out, hopefully it helps. I don't think it's on the internet, Evie. I think it's the game.
You cannot defeat that which cannot die.
I think it's like, I don't know. I think these particle effects are what's causing it. I've never had this bad of lag in this game before, ever. I've never had it act like this before.
Struggle and slaughter all.
This bodes ill.
Wait, do I need to get to pull them out of the middle?
Has too great an advantage.
We need to drag him out of this damnable beast. Quickly, stand together.
But he just pulls them all back to the middle. Stream is completely fine. Yeah, it's just the game. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull... I don't know if that's what it wants me to do, is to pull them away from the middle.
There's no end in sight.
I...
Retreat may be in order.
Oh, okay. Even the cutscenes are lagging. I think it's that purple particle effect
When will you learn? No matter
that's
what
causing
you
it.
do, you cannot hope to win.
You never know until you try, and I'm always happy to experiment.
Even she is like, look at her shadow when she moves up and down. It's messed up. You can see her shadow flashing on her face.
Zero, is there no way to stop them from coming back?
There is, but I have no reason to share it with you.
You know, Zero, you do owe us for one thing. Your name. You'll have your promised ether, but we are owed compensation for your name.
A name for which I did not ask. But that I nevertheless did accept.
I want that scythe.
They've been crystallized.
Well now, that's quite the trick.
Satisfied?
Completely.
Come, my friends. With Zero's aid, we can defeat him.
Yeah, all of their shadows are fucky. That might be...
What have you
That might be what's causing the game to lag, is the shadows.
Now that I think on it, you owe me a debt as well. You may have missed your mark, but I won't miss mine. However incurred, a debt is a debt. I will repay it here and now.
She can turn void scent into crystal.
What is this power?
You assemble before my true strength?
First noise. Succubus.
Attend to the minions first.
How do I can't attack the minions. Oh, there we go. Lighted buffer.
That's far enough.
Oh, that's a knockback too. I should be careful of that. Yep.
Trickery will not cease.
Reinforcements!
This will hurt.
I should probably go to where they're standing. Yep. Oh, she's gonna kill a couple of them, but... Getting upset?
We cannot win without Zero. We must help her.
Lighted swath. I mean, you don't seem to be doing very well at that.
Very well. Let us return the favor.
Rotten Rampage. Oh, this is the same attack from the dungeon. I really don't like his voice. He sounds silly.
This is magic. We must stop him now.
Everyone, to me!
Give it everything you've got!
Oh. Well, that was fun.
Fools! Do not think you have defeated me. I will return again and again.
Not if she turns you into a crystal.
What? My flesh? Why won't it heal? What is the meaning of this?
Stop hissing at me.
To seal ether in crystal. Memoria. But how? How can you have this power? Death has no place in this world. We are beyond it. And yet, Lord Golbez, you have sent me to my doom. Curse you and your wretched flattery, and this abominable fate.
Now eat the crystal like a piece of candy. Those the four fiends? That's Golbez. For sure.
You are welcome, seekers of might. I, Golbez, have called you four hither. I, who would see us triumph in the coming crusade. That I may entrust you with command of our armies.
Yes, but what of the promised gift? In exchange for our loyalty, we are to feast on the finest ether.
And so you shall, for if you are to serve me, you must be strong.
Then honor the pact, and pray we are not disappointed.
Very well. Behold.
Oh.
The fiery wings, the savage horns. It pulses with life. This magnificent creature could only come from beyond the veil.
Indeed. Feast, my friends. Feast and arise as my 4 arch-fiends. As they are now, they can consume but a fraction of the dragon's ether. Just as well, the creature may yet serve other ends.
Alright, well that explains that. They can't consume all of Azda's ether, so that she didn't die there.
Are you all right?
The Void Sense essence remains, but it has been sealed away, transformed into crystal.
Memoria. Scarmalione called them. I take it they are connected to the war of which you spoke.
Aye. Their use was central to the Contra Memoria, hence its name. And to my knowledge, the transformation is permanent.
I see. We thank you for coming to our aid.
I repaid a debt, and in doing so ensured that I received my own due compensation, which I shall have now.
Yes, yes. I still have work to do, so I would thank you not to get carried away.
Her armor looks pretty cool too, honestly. Much better than the Reaper AF.
Ether is the coin of choice. I appreciate the simplicity.
That makes us even, I trust. Right then. When you picked up the crystal, you experienced a vision, did you not?
A dragon resembling a great worm. I dare to hope that it was Ashdaya. Even as it pains me to think she's been made to suffer.
For the ambitions of this Golbez.
We've been given much to consider. Let us take a moment to review what we know.
So, we know that there's some more people we need to go and beat up. That's it. In light of our recent experience, I expect we all have questions. I trust Zero can answer a few of them. We should still be owed at least that much. Groping in the dark. What the hell kind of quest name is that? You've come to the 13th before, yes? You fought Voids in here. Yeah, we beat up the Cloud of Darkness. But clearly you didn't know they could regenerate. Else you would have shared that detail beforehand. Which means the Cloud of Darkness is still alive. They seem to stay dead at the time. I doubt not that they did. There must be a reason why the ones you defeated did not return, in contravention of the natural order. Did you remember out of the ordinary, a sealing magic like Zero's? I don't think so. There are circumstances in which we're unable to return. If you like, I can tell you about this. The more you devour, the more powerful you grow, but in the process, your essence is blended with those of your prey. If you were to lose your flesh, the souls you had come to harbor may break free and coalesce into distinct void scent once more. And before you yourself return, your own soul might be devoured by your enemies or your erstwhile prey, a fate more likely for stronger beings who require more time to regenerate. However, even assuming you survive the process, it's highly uncommon to return as you were. Yet, despite his great strength, Scarmalone managed to resurrect rather swiftly. Are there others capable of the same? Not that I'm aware of. His attachment to his flesh must have been unique for him to develop such an ability. I believe we understand the fundamentals of rebirth now. If I may, I would ask you about your power. Will you tell us about it? What you saw should speak for itself. I combine the aether of the soul in crystal. Many wielded this power during the Contra Memoria, but I'm the only one left. I'm told that the heroes of the 13th once sealed gods in stone called Orosite. Are they and Memoria one and the same? Orosite. I do not know this word, but the world is vast. Perhaps Memoria had a different name elsewhere. It does sound quite similar. How does one come to wield Memoria, and what happened to your peers? I've never thought about that. I do know, though, that Voidsent can't use the power. I assume I can because I'm mortal in part. Let's see. I wish to ask about the man Golbez. He may well have my sister in his clutches. Is there aught you can tell us of him? The name sounds vaguely familiar, though I can't say how I know it. If he is powerful, however, someone in the castle may have heard of him. Then we must try talking to the other Voidsent again. Let us entrust Morgan. Her echo will help facilitate communication. More importantly, she should be able to maintain her composure better than a concerned sibling. That I cannot deny. Forgive me, but will you not ask Golbez about Golbez in my stead? On the traces to begin with, perhaps. Or on the terraces to begin with. Thank you. We shall remain here and discuss what other avenues we might pursue in the meantime. Woo! More walking around. We're going back up, right? Yes. You know what? I should be using... You know what? Screw it. We're gonna use... the opposite. I'm gonna use a frickin' light Sin Eater. I wanna ride around on a Sin Eater in the void. I mean, to be completely fair, if you could weaponize Sin Eaters, this would be the place to bring them. So the clever one hadn't been eaten. If no one wants it, then perhaps... Golbez, of course I know him. Only a fool without ears wouldn't. His archfiends lead armies to ravage and conquer. They devour those they deem useless, those who can't fight. If you don't want to be eaten, then you had better flee, though soon there will be nowhere to run. It seems the archfiends keep only those who are fit for battle. Others must escape or be consumed. If the one who devoured her dies, perhaps the mistress will return. Then I may bask in her gaze again. Golbez, you say? My mistress spoke of him. He commands the archfiends. They are very powerful and have conquered many domains. The mistress bade us defend the castle from them. Yes, yes, she did. It seems the archfiends have been attacking other domains. Their fearsome reputation precedes them. The tasty one returns to tempt me. I mustn't eat you. I mustn't eat you. Golbez, I know of him from those I've eaten. He has minions, and those minions have minions. No one ever sees him. With his army of minions, Golbez would seldom have need to act personally. Not be easy to reach him. Do I gotta go back down? I feel like riding around on a Sin Eater in the void is kind of funny. Boopity boop. All right, let's see what they're got going on over here. Welcome back. Were you able to learn anything? Why am I so sleepy? Countless voids send answer to the Archfiends, who in turn answer to Golbez. Scarmalone's aggression is also consistent with the claims that the Archfiends conquer other domains. Question is, how do we reach Golbez? We could target his other Archfiends, or perhaps those who have fled his service. That said, we can't do much while we're stuck on this isle. Zero, I would ask a favor. I'm determined to save my sister. There is even a faint possibility that Golbez has her. I must find him. To that end, I want you to lend us your strength and knowledge. Will you accompany us on our quest? Forgotten the way of my world already? If you want help, offer payment. None here will aid you out of kindness of their hearts. Any who claim otherwise are liars and betrayers. Or is this less a request and more a threat? If I refuse, will you force me to serve? If you accompany us, we can offer you protection. Surely you must desire something. We're not like Xenos. We would never, ever force you to serve. You aren't forcing your avatar to serve against its will, that's true. Yours is an equitable covenant. Oh, hey! That's cool. They made a little nod about the fact that I'm on Reaper right now. That being the case, I can believe your words. You would provide fair payment. What do you have to offer? I like that they added a little line for people on Reaper right there. Very well, I propose you travel with us, and whenever you perform a deed that requires payment, we will provide it in ether. That's all you had to say. Everything else was superfluous. Fair point. Where to now? Either a place the Archfiends may strike next, or where refugees and deserters may seek sanctuary. I know the latter. I'll take you there. I assume you also know how we can get off the isle. I was brought here on a mount. We can leave the same way. Now that you mention it, I did notice some flying creatures near the terrace. Given our numbers, we'll need a large one, but regardless of size, all can be won over with Aether. Let's go and find our mount at once. Alright. What's it gonna be? Who is skulking in the shadows now? Oh, it's an eyeball. Not good. Lord Golbez must hear of this. Oh. Oh crap, I had to sneeze. Ugh. So I need to go all the way back. Okay. Yeah, I gotta go all the way back to the end of the dungeon, I think. Or the beginning of the dungeon, whichever. Oh, wait. No. I can just go that way. That's weird. Oh, I like how the floor is still cracked here. That's pretty cool. From our fight with Scarmalone. I don't like that the name of this quest is called Groping in the Darkness. All right, what are we going to be flying on, though, is the question. Tired. Ugh. We should be able to find a mount here. With the castle in disarray, the creatures will be hungry. Just a little aether should suffice. Are you ready? Yep. Let's go.
There it is.
It does look like a Veil 4, to be completely honest. Oh, he is pretty big.
Good. It agrees to serve. Get on.
That thing is pretty big. Can I get that as a mount? I want one. Oh, new place. There's gremlins here too? I want that thing as a mount. It looks fucking cool.
What is this place?
My domain.
My domain?
In the beginning, it was a sanctuary for me alone. But over time, others began to gather here. Those who had nowhere else to go.
A settlement of pariahs.
What's that? Mortals! They're mortals! What's enticing even? Let me have some, let me have some!
You are under my protection here and will not be harmed. I give you my word.
They just want some food.
Follow me.
It's too bad that their food is living energy. This is my abode. The others won't come near, so you may be at ease. While they know their place, it's tantalizing. If tantalizing Aether were to walk by, I can't guarantee they wouldn't pounce. It is Voidsent's nature to consume, their sole purpose. Even if the pursuit of Aether may lead to their undoing, many succumb to the instincts. But any who succumb here will have to answer to me. This is my domain's one and only rule, and it is absolute. Consider yourself duly warned. If you wish to go among the Voidsent here, that is your choice to make. All have fled from one master or another, but whether any of those masters in turn served Golbez, I do not know. You must ask them yourselves. Most have traveled to your world, so it shouldn't be difficult to communicate. We shall go about making inquiries at once. Thank you for your counsel. Once we've learned all we can, let us reconvene at yonder plaza. You're going too, of course, in which case I shall accompany you. I wish only to observe, do not expect my help. Then it's settled. I'm ready when you are. Ready? Then lead the way. I leave it to you to decide whom we speak with. Cool, she's following us. Give me your scythe. I want your scythe. Oh, we can talk to her about her house. I call this my abode, but spend hardly any time here. I return only for meditation. While physical wounds can be healed by replenishing one's aether, you can't preserve your physical form if you lose sight of yourself. Such is the risk inherent in consuming another's soul. It dilutes your sense of self, alters you inside and out. To guard against this, I meditate, visualize who I am in a place all my own. I mean, if that's what you gotta do. I want that thing as a mount. That thing looks fucking cool. This is the heart of my domain. Normally it's deserted, but you and yours have drawn everyone out. I don't recall the statue, though. However it came to be here, I certainly didn't wish for it. Stay away from me. I don't want to be eaten. Stay away. Golbez. I've heard the name before. Remember, always speaking of a great crusade. I don't know what that is, but it sounds delicious. Crusade, you say? From whom did you hear this? Farfarello, he was a minion of another minion, went on and on about the terrible things he saw. Perhaps Farfarello can tell us more. Alright. But I still gotta talk to the other ones. To walk around with her like that, you're her minion then? You know I don't take minions. She has some questions and I want you to answer them. Golbez, I don't know that one. Only Skathach. Oh, yeah, we killed Skathach. Well, thought we killed her. When she led us beyond the veil, I grew scared and fled. I've been here since. I don't know anyone else, nor do I wish to. Skathach was a powerful Voidsent who ruled over a vast domain. That was a long time ago, though, so I doubt she has any connection to Golbez. Well, yeah, we've already dealt with Skathach. Interesting that she got brought up. Will the cloud of darkness get brought up too? You're one of the mortals. Is it true? When you die over there, you really die? So it is, so it is. What brings you here then? Golbez. He seeks strong minions to grow his army, so I hear. But recently he stopped doing that. Instead, he devours all. Perhaps he's gathered enough fodder and is now intent on bolstering his own strength. Sure sign that he's about to make a move. Satisfied with what you've learned? Let's step away before you become too tempting to resist. They can try. I'm gonna slap them with a scythe if they do. It seems the rumors of Golbez reach even my remote domain. Fair to assume he's gathering strength for his crusade, whatever that may be. But I must say, I wouldn't have guessed that Farfarello once fought in Golbez's army. It's a miracle he survived serving an archfiend. Suppose I should explain. Farfarello is the weakest among us, constantly in fear of being devoured. He seldom consorts with others. The only one he's comfortable with is Siriato. He's a feller coward who runs the instant he senses a threat and won't stop until he's exhausted. When their hunger grows too intense, they feed on each other's aether. Such is their relationship. But I ramble. You intend to seek out Farfarello, I presume. Then I'll come with you. He's less likely to hide that way. Is he a little gremlin? Oh, good. Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom.
Not only did the mortals conquer Troy, they defeated Scarmalione. I struggle to believe it. They're very small, my lords. They were aided by one of our world, who transformed Scarmalione's soul into crystal. Crystal? This one speaks of Memoria. Now there's something I've not heard for an age. It'll bring a pang of nostalgia to my breast and a tear to my eye. Yet the very notion was an absurd. The gifted are gone, drowned in darkness, as were we all.
And yet Scarmalione still does not answer. Were he alive, he would have returned by now. Weakest though he was, his ability to regenerate was without peer. If this account is true, if a Memoriat has survived, they cannot be suffered to live.
You are massive, dude.
Leave this matter to me, Lord Golbez. I, Barbaricia, shall strike down
Barbaricia.
any who pose a threat to our plans.
'Tis true, you are a proven commander, well suited to leading an assault.
And when I have succeeded, I would beg a boon of you.
What do you desire?
The dragon's ether. All that remains.
The Henselers. No place.
With respect, my locks are free as the wind, without incentive to sway them. I know not whither they will blow.
Boldly spoken. I trust you will not disappoint me.
Upon this flowing hair and my immortal soul, I will not fail.
Yeah, you're kind of fighting the main protagonist, though.
Impress upon these interlopers the futility of defiance.
My lord.
I'm assuming the fire one's gonna be the last one. Farfarello keeps to the fringes of my domain. This way. Ask about Farfarello's hiding place. The void sent here don't answer to a master. They can do as they please. But all must answer to the hunger and seek out prey when they need aether. Except Farfarello and Cerato. That is, they are content to take from one another. Barring an incident, they dare not venture out. When he takes flight, Cerato will not seek shelter until he is utterly spent. Farfarello, on the other hand, prefers to hide in the same place. Okay. Oh, there's Cerato. Oh, whatever will I do now? Cerato, this is rather unexpected. Where is Farfarello? Farfarello isn't here anymore. He's left. Yes, that's right. That doesn't sound like him at all. He's gone, all right. What more do you want me to say? Did you eat him? Off he flees, as he is wont to do. Something does not sit well with me. What do you make of Cerato's behavior? I don't think he was telling the truth. So you think so too. As he says, Farfarello is gone, but that is quite unusual. As is the fact that Cerato, who is clearly frightened by something, chose not to flee, but instead hid here, where Farfarello usually... We must go after Cerato. Yeah, he probably ate him by accident. Cerato, we need to talk. There's no time. The wind rises. We must flee. The wind rises? What is he talking about? After him. Oh, wait, he's... Where is he? Oh, I have to go around. Okay. Okay, you guys just taking a bath? What's gotten into you? What do you mean the wind rises? When the wind rises, she comes, Barbaricia. Barbaricia? Who in the world is that? We must flee, all of us. There is no time. I don't sense anything, but he seems convinced. It's a dead end beyond. We'll corner him. Alright, dude, what you doing? I want your scythe. We're doomed. There's nowhere to run. What are you running from? I already told you, Barbaricia, the Archfiend of Wind. Archfiend, you say? We will be devoured or forced to serve, to fight in the crusade, but it makes no difference. In the end, all are eaten by her and her enemy. I didn't want to fight anymore, that's why I fled when I came here. That explains everything, almost. I thought it was Farfarello who used to serve as an archfiend. Serve an archfiend, not you. Not you, who always ran at the first sign of trouble. You who now speak as though you were Barbaricia's minion. There's only one explanation. He devoured Farfarello, didn't he? That would account for his uncharacteristic behavior. So is that the way of it? Did you devour Farfarella? And not just a portion of his aether, but his entire being. How did you know? It wasn't only your behavior that felt strange. You felt strange, as if there was more than you present. Now, I don't believe you would have lost control. More likely, it was at Farfarella's behest. I can't hide anything from you. I admit it, Farfarello didn't leave. I ate him. God, I hate the many-faced one. It's so creepy. He feared Barbaricia more than anything, hated the endless fighting, so he begged me to devour him, that he would never have to fight again. Rather than an eternity of fighting, he chose a moment of pain. For all the good I did, I can still hear his voice in my head. He's frightened, so very frightened. When you're eaten, your essence is blended with that of your devourer, and though you have no control, your conscience in part endures. Were this a world where the wheel of life and death still turned, the soul wouldn't linger so stubbornly. In time, it would return to the great flow. But there's no such end here, no escape. All know this. In making his choice, Farfarello must have been desperate indeed. And now that desperation has joined with Serato's fear, driving him to act erratically. This place will become a battlefield. We don't want to be eaten, neither me or Farfarello, but there's nowhere to go. Then tell me about Barbarissa. I would know who it is we face. It's too late. She's as good as here, and no one can escape her winds. Oh, voice acting. That's weird.
And she's brought her domain with her. The Archfiend's after you and yours, I shouldn't doubt. Perhaps you should go and find them. But be warned, whatever this is about, do not expect us to get involved.
I can't bear it! Eating and being eaten! I only want to be left in peace!
You and me both.
One of the Archfiends approaches.
I like that there's a drunk mind flayer just walking around.
They must have been tracking our movements.
Probably.
She's here.
Oh, I like her model.
Excellent. You've saved me the trouble of traveling to Troya.
So you're Barbaricia.
Mind your manners, mortal. My name is not to be spoken, save in reverence and fear. And what is this pitiful domain? Pitiful wretches all. I will put you out of your misery.
Well, that was rude.
Alas, poor Scarmiglione, and good riddance. Felled by outsiders in pursuit of what? Pray tell.
A dragon. One who crossed to this world thousands of years ago. Know you aught of it?
A dragon, you say? Huh. My Lord Golbez is more clever than I realized. To let the prize live, that it might lure more prey to us. Very well. In gratitude and service, I shall devour every last mote of their souls.
Where is she? Where is Ashdaya?
Huh. You even share its scent. How curious. And irresistible.
If you think us easy prey, you're wrong.
Unlike Scarmiglione, I need not skulk in shadow to claim what is mine. If you would know about the dragon you seek, then enter into my domain. You may flee instead if you wish, if the fate of the sorry lot here is of no concern to you. One way or another, I will have satisfaction.
Bye.
What's the plan then?
Go punch her in the face. If we go, we'd be playing right into her hands. I mean, what else are we gonna do? We gotta go after her.
Indeed. Yet she will have the upper hand in her domain. We must be no less than fully prepared.
We find her and get our answers. Will you be joining us, Zero?
Probably not.
You may be easily goaded into accepting her challenge, but my curiosity is not so insatiable as to cloud my judgment. Nevertheless, if you are desperate for my aid, you know my price.
I shall pay it. So long as you leave me strength enough to see my sister home, you may take as much as you wish. And lest you forget, mine is no ordinary ether. Barbaricia too recognized its potency.
Very well. We have a bargain.
Alright. Probably getting close to the trial fight then. The less time we give the enemy to prepare, the better. If everyone is ready, then let us set forth. Indeed, and yet my heart weighs heavy for those that Barbaricia struck down. Were it not for us, she would not have come here. Did you require a moment, Zero? For what? Barbaricia took what she could. She was wise to strike quickly, as we would be. Agreed. There is no time for sentiment. Only the battle matters now. Alright. The wind rises. A word of warning. Barbaricia spoke as if she would give us answers if we were to defeat her. But even assuming she'll talk, which I doubt, I trust I needn't tell you how foolish it is to give an archfiend a second chance. Best to seal her away at the earliest opportunity. If you wish to peer into her past, the Memoria will suffice. I can't wield the power at will. Well then, you had better hope it favors you when the time comes. Rest assured, this won't be our last opportunity to learn about Azdaha. If another archfiend were to fall, Golbez would surely be compelled to respond. We need only wait for our quarry to come to us. Indeed, if our struggles with Scarmalone taught us aught, 'tis that we must hold nothing back when facing an archfiend. Let us heed Zero's advice and seal her away at the earliest opportunity. If we're all in agreement, then let us be off. We travel by Nisrock. Is that what this is called? It's all hair.
You're not the only ones who can ride the wind.
Go get him, Estinian. I like how I'm just sitting there.
These ones to us.
I see to Barbaricia.
Why is it all hair? Dude, I love this music. Storm's Crown. Interesting name. This music is really good. Do 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 do. All right. Confront Barbaricia and Storm's Crown. That's our current objective. I do like this little thing they started adding in Shadowbringers, where the other people in your party are technically like people, like constructs that you summon to help you in battle. I think that's still a really interesting touch with how you can just suddenly have 7 other people with you to help you fight the boss. I like this song. Favorite FF4 song? Oh yeah, the Battle Against the Four Fiends. I never played FF4. I should try the, I should try it one day. It's very hard for me to play old school RPGs though. Too much reading. Also, I'm a sucker for flashy stuff. Also, once again, why is it all hair? Wait, can I see her up there? No, I don't think I can. Yeah, she's just too far back. I can't actually see her up there. Alright, here we go. This fight is all hair. Oh my god, there is so much hair.
Come, give yourselves to my scouring winds that I may feast upon your essence.
Big sword. No other Reapers, too.
Such rich, exquisite evening. My hair shivers with anticipation.
Did she say my hair? Her hair shivers with anticipation. Okay. Ow.
Oh no, God.
Savage Barbary. It's an AoE. Oh, she does a line AoE and a drop AoE. Is she gonna dash to it? Or is it a circle? Oh, it's a cleave. Alright, good to know. I was close though. Okay, that's... Oh, I see the thing spinning now. Oh, okay. The spinning means it's a circle AoE. Got it. And that's gonna be another cleave. Alright, I got it now. It's always shitty when there's new things to look at.
My looks are as the wind.
Oh, geez.
Strong and free.
Okay. Stacking AoE. Why is the other healer not stacking with us? Fine. Okay, that's the end.
Try this.
I'm assuming it's the same? Yeah, okay. Using tangles? That sounds weird. Oh, and oh, it binds you too.
You feel it too, do you not? You've done well to last this long.
Hurling iron?
Has only just begun.
Okay. Oh, phase transition. Oh, she's all wrapped up. What? What?
I'll slaughter you all.
Okay, that was pretty cool.
Dodge this if you can.
Oh, jeez. Uh-oh, they're gonna do another one coming back through, yep. And there's a stacking AoE. Why does she have Donkey Kong Super? Oh great, this is like Byakko. I thought we were done with the bullet hell. I didn't even see that one. I'm gonna die. Okay, no, I'm okay. I didn't even see that one.
Know your place.
Oh my god, there's so many AoEs. Oh, okay, we're doing this again. Okay, we probably don't want to get knocked out of our... Yeah, we probably don't want to get knocked out of that. Oh, there's a knockback. Holy crap, there's so many AoEs in this fight.
Be gone from my sight.
Oh gosh.
The insolence. Dodge this if you can. I'll make it quick.
Okay, this mechanic is kind of crazy. Yeah. Oh, and are we gonna get tied up for this one? No. She has a rock. Wait, what? Oh. Almost there. Whew, that wasn't too bad. That was fun. That was a fun fight. Also, her second form is really cool.
Not be denied.
That was a million times smoother than my first run. Alright, let's see what happens now. Oh, I got a comm. I only died once. Had to see the mechanics.
With more of the dragon's ether, I can yet.
Nope.
You're finished. Damn it all!
It's still all hair.
I see you've bested Barbaricia. Well done.
Her minions too are all crystallized or scattered. The day is ours.
What of my
Yay.
sister? Tell me you learned something about Ashdaya.
It seems like my Ex Machina memory device isn't working.
So the Archfiend and her crystal yielded not.
Our efforts have not been entirely fruitless. We have deprived your sister's captor of another powerful champion. With Zero, we may yet challenge Golbez and his minions.
Indeed. We could not have come
Her
this
domain
far
is a
without your
hairball.
aid. Thank you.
Pretty much.
Zero.
I but fulfilled my part of the bargain. And now I will have my...
Her ether is nearly spent. Perhaps unsurprising given how much power she used.
I wouldn't want to face another Archfiend without her. We should hurry back to Zero's domain.
Okay.
Agreed. Eager though I am to continue, it would be unwise to risk our lives for the sake of haste.
I am sad was removed from the island. Yeah, the islands... They made a very terrible decision with the Island Sanctuary. It's on the same server as housing. So going into a house also clogs up the Island Sanctuary. Going into the Island Sanctuary also clogs the housing. It's awful. Well, I don't know why they decided to do that. They should have just given the Island Sanctuary its own server. Like its own instance server. And not tied it to housing. Hopefully they fix it. I haven't even tried to go to the island just because of how much, like, how many issues I've heard about it. Zero remains unconscious. She appears otherwise fine. Insofar as I can discern, at any rate, being part void center, physiology may be rather different from ours. Let us observe her for a while as we discuss our next move. Return from the void. Oh, we're almost done. It's not all they could do. Hopefully it means a future replacement with further development. Maybe. How long do you suppose she'll remain this way? I haven't the faintest inkling, nor can I say whether the aether we can afford to share will be enough to awaken her. It would be best to take her back with us to the source. There she would be guaranteed all she requires. Zero cannot give her consent, but it seems we have no choice. The alternative would be to leave her here defenseless. Should she later desire it, we can bring her home. Also, biggest question. Might I ask you to hold on to Barbaricia's memoir? It may yet serve a purpose. Also, why haven't we, like, gone and gotten Gaia, the Mistress of fucking Darkness, to come and help us with this? What happened to her? You have business with Zero? We have a newcomer, a former minion of Barbaricia. Let her know when she wakes, will you? Barbaricia's minion? Why not go find this newcomer, so we have something to tell Zero, if nothing else? Indeed. May I trouble you to join me? With luck, we might learn something of Golbez. Boopity boop. That thing is still really cool. I want one. Deserter void sap. You're the ones who felled Barbaricia. I won't make trouble. I'll obey, so please let me stay. If you would obey, then tell me all you know of Golbez. There isn't much I can tell. Only the Archfiends are allowed into his domain, wherever it is. None but they know. No better way to guard oneself than keeping one's location secret. How does Golbez communicate with his minions afield? He has these scepters, staves, whatever they are. He uses them to talk to those far away. Not unlike link pearls, at least in function. That will be all. My thanks for your cooperation. There's a major issue with the quest line because it should also heavily imply Celia and Unkale, but they're side quest characters. Same with Gaia. Yeah, because they're also from 13th, which is where we are. And Gaia is literally the fucking matron of darkness. I feel like she would be invaluable here. My thanks to you as well for affording your time. I am satisfied. Let us rejoin the others and head home. Celia and the little man do get additional dialogue if you talk to them after the MSQ. Oh, that's good. I hope they reiterate them into the main story since they are part of, maybe not Gaia, but at least them. I trust you understand that once we leave the 13th, we will not return until we are prepared to resume our search. Knowing this, are you ready to depart? Yeah. Which means we can't come back here until the next patch, probably. When we fight the other two demons, or the other... Well, there's still 2 left to fight, but we'll probably only fight 1. Back to Troya, then, and thence home. Assuming we'll have 3 trial fights left. The water one, the fire one, and then Golbez himself. Assuming is how it's gonna go. Which is funny because that means there's going to be no side trial content in this expansion. It's going to be all MSQ. Which I don't think has ever happened. Yeah, no, because I think A Realm Reborn was the closest to that. Because it was all MSQ until Odin. Odin wasn't MSQ.
Ah, you're all safe. Thank the sisters.
Not gonna say anything about the 5th person.
A moment while I close the gate.
That's not big enough to... Oh, it can push him into it. Okay.
There. We may rest easy for now. Was there any trouble? I expect some void scent slipped through.
Yeah, that dude doesn't have eyebrows for you too.
A few did, aye. But we were ready and dealt with them without incident.
That is well. I cannot thank you enough for your vigilance.
Yes, you're grateful. But aren't you forgetting something more important? You know, the polite but warm formalities one delights in hearing when their little brother returns from a long journey.
Indeed, you are right. It is good to be home again, among those who I love dearly and missed so much.
and we are glad to
So
receive you,
distracting. He
Usher.
has a huge brow and no eyebrows.
Chambers have been prepared for your use at Megaduta. Let us take Zero there at once.
Maybe he had them burnt off during the Void Sun attack. Alright, I'm assuming we don't have too much left of the story. We have been expecting you. If you would follow me, I will show you to the guest chamber.
Our mission took many an unexpected turn. I am relieved that we have all returned safely. But before you all enjoy the rest you have earned 12 times over, I would consult you on one last matter.
Zero.
While she appears none the worse for wear, she remains locked in slumber, and I cannot help but worry. Is there aught we can do to expedite her recovery? If her ether is exhausted, perhaps I can share some of mine now.
In the wastelands of the 13th, one can only replenish ether by taking it from others, be it by trade or by force. In contrast, the source is rich in ambient ether. Simply being here and drawing breath, Zero will absorb what she needs.
Then we need but wait?
I believe so.
Oh, that's
She will
handy.
awaken in time, and when she does, give her something to eat. Judging by her form, she should also be able to derive nourishment from food. I know you promised her your ether, but perhaps she might appreciate fine Harnish cuisine more.
Food can certainly be arranged.
She looks like any other person. Unsurprising, perhaps, given that she is only part Void Sent.
That is interesting that she's only part Void Sent.
Zero said before that Xenos had altered her essence. A change wrought, I suspect, with the power of darkness. It acted upon the part of her that is void sent, rendering it dominant. Thus we were able to reverse it with the power of light. I labor to believe that Xenos possessed such arcane knowledge. In all likelihood, it came from Daniel.
Ah, fantastic Daniel.
Were Zero wholly void sent, I doubt the crystal would have had an effect on her.
Bothri was part Sun Eater, yeah.
One might say that Hydaelyn had a hand in your meeting.
'Tis no exaggeration to say that Zero has proven herself invaluable. A boon from Hydaelyn herself. Her cooperation may come at a price, but whatever it is, I am willing to pay it. Exhausting though it may be at times.
That it? Nope, not quite. If I may excuse myself, I wish to pay a visit to the High Crucible. While the scales function admirably, it would be prudent to have them inspected for signs of degradation. Not hooking you up with a new girlfriend or a new Reaper avatar. By all means, I shall do the same for this vessel. I do wish that you could get different void scent for your avatar. I think that would be pretty cool. And I'll go meet with the soldiers. I'll share with them what I learned fighting void scent in the 13th. What of you, my friend? Have you any immediate plans? I'm just worried about Zero. In that case, might I trouble you with a small task? I wish to have food ready for Zero when she awakens, you see. Would you be willing to go to whatever and ask for a suitable refreshment? Excellent. In the meantime, Nidhana shall watch over Zero. She is already en route. Let us each tend to our respective business and reconvene anon. All right. I wonder if this is going to be one of those things like the last expansion where we're going to have to wait 3 months to actually talk to her. Ah, over there. Do 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 do. Do Reaper GF. Hi Nix, how's it going? Hope you're having a good day today. There's a new Aetherite crystal location at the big alchemy place? Oh. I guess there is. I should probably go grab that. Welcome. Please make yourself comfortable. I need food for a void scent person. A guest of the satrap has collapsed from hunger. Of course I would be happy to help. You need only tell me what you desire. Oh. Your most expensive dish. A modest quantity of a living mortal's aether should suffice. I'll go rich and hearty. While that might be perfect for an adventurer preparing to raid a treasure vault, I fear it will be too much for someone coming out of a long slumber. I would recommend something gentler on the stomach, like these apples here. They just come in, and I can guarantee their freshness. Afterwards, once your guest feels better, she's welcome to sample whatever else we can provide. Just let me know. Alright. Whatever. Then can I have the meat? She actually gonna wake up? Oh, I'm surprised. I was figuring they were gonna make us wait.
Light. Is this an inn? What happened? How did I get here? There's no time. I must rejoin the battle. I must...
Oh, you're awake! Wonderful!
Yes, the first thing you see is a giant elephant woman. Yep. Of course that would be my reaction too.
What is this? Some sort of fiend? A fiend? Where is it? Where? But this is no time for jokes. You're in the source, my dear. The world next door, so to speak. The others brought you here after you collapsed. I'll fetch them at once. Wait, just a moment.
Again, that's probably not the best thing for the first thing you see once you've collapsed in another world. Wake up in another world and see a giant elephant lady. Eat the apple. Oh, he's back to tiny.
I took the liberty of arranging refreshments. I hope you find them as flavorful as they are invigorating.
Still got another quest left. This MSQ is pretty filling. Let's see.
This isn't what you promised. But I suppose ether is ether.
Oh.
Wait. Don't tell me you don't know how to eat?
I took what I needed from it. What's the problem?
Where's the enjoyment in that? You're supposed to bite, to chew, to savor, and then swallow.
Good, at least you grabbed a fresh one.
That's the way. So, did it taste good?
I don't know.
The long years without eating may have dulled your sense of taste.
Well, we void scent have no need for such when consuming others. There are some who speak of taste when describing the quality and affinity of their prey's ether. But I loathe the act. Taking ether in small amounts like this is one thing, but diluting my essence, diminishing myself, I'd sooner die. And I have died, countless times.
You have? But what happens when you do?
Not much. After a while, you return, together with all your expended life force. The important thing is to die where others won't devour you.
Amazing! My peers who study immortality and resurrection would be most interested in this phenomenon.
The question of taste aside, I am glad that you are able to partake of food like us. I dare say it agrees with your personal preferences.
That's true. You can keep giving me the same on a regular basis.
Very well. As my guest, I shall see that you do not want for comfort.
You're not gonna question
And
why he's
one
tiny now?
other thing. We brought you to our world without your consent, and for that, I apologize. If you wish it, we will return you to yours once you have regained your strength.
It's fine. I have no reason to go back. Except for yours, perhaps. You intend to cross over again, I take it.
I do. I have yet to find my sister. I want nothing more than to rush to her aid, to find this Golbez and free her from his clutches, if he still holds her captive.
Though if our recent experience has taught us anything, 'tis that the 13th is more dangerous than we ever imagined. Caution must be our watchword.
I mean, yeah.
Better late than never. In the short time you spent in our world, you left a trail of chaos in your wake. You managed to return in one piece this time. But don't assume you'll be so lucky the next.
You know, you're very gray.
Rest assured, we will make no assumptions and spare no preparation. Speaking of which, while we rest and ready ourselves, I ask that you tell me more about your home. In return, I will tell you about ours. I will show you my domain, Radzat Han.
Again, a stranger in this strange land. I have a condition. You must come too.
Why me? What did I do?
You have my thanks.
Alright, I guess I'm being dragged along again. This world is brimming with aether. I feel invigorated just standing here in the breeze. Glad I am to hear that. So, is there any place in particular you wish to see? Perhaps where the food came from. Apple, was it? While I don't expect I'll collapse again, it would be good to know where I can procure more if necessary. Mirid's Merhan, or whatever that is. I shall introduce you to the head waitress. Oh, good. They're both following me. I think I can use the Aether Shards, so... The only talking place is over there. Okay, yeah, they do follow me. This is the place. The air here is different. I speak not of heat. There's a texture to it, a fullness, unlike that of elsewhere. You smell the cooking, I believe. Hainish cuisine is quite fragrant and delicious. I hope you will agree. We could attempt to introduce Zero to Maedra herself, but Mihil is more likely to be available. Well, she's literally right there, just standing behind the counter. Welcome. May I introduce you to Zero? She is an esteemed guest, and I ask you to see her to her meals during her stay. Ah, yes. She's told me all. She has told me all. Please come to us whenever you're hungry. We'll look after you. It was here that Morgan obtained the apple. While the palace cooks can prepare whatever you desire, it is certainly a quick and convenient food. I'll remember it. Who are the ones there moving their bodies about? Is it some sort of ritual related to eating? The dancers? They move their bodies to bring pleasure to those who are watching. It is a form of entertainment, part of our culture. How needlessly complicated. We void scent prefer simple pleasures. That may be the way of it now, but your world too must have had such complicated diversions once. I don't remember. Let us move on. I propose we visit the bazaar, where goods the world over may be found. I do not like talking. I don't like speaking Varshan's voice lines out. He talks so... his dialogue is so strange for me. I'm really not good at pronouncing it. Oh, hey. What are all these things for? What do you do here? This is a marketplace where people buy and sell goods. Since its earliest days, Radzat Han has served as a trading hub. Here you'll find not only local products, but wares from distant lands. I should mention that vendors generally only accept payment in coin or tomestones. If there is aught you desire, I shall take care of it. So that's what tomestones are for. Voidsent returned with them on occasion, but I never knew their purpose. They struck me as useless trinkets, and I couldn't understand your obsession with them. On that subject, there appeared to be no shops in the 13th. Do you never make bargains in which possessions are exchanged? We do, but rarely. We strike bargains when we want something done. If we desire an object, we kill whoever has it. I see. Your bargains may be likened to employment, I believe. I shall bear this in mind. With that, let us continue on. I propose we head to the High Crucible. Alright. I might as well hit the Aetheryte while I'm up here. Doo, doo, doo. Hi, Master Vitra. How may we serve you this evening? If you're here for your vessel, I'm afraid we're still tending to it. There's no rush. Pray take as much time as you require, and know that I have complete faith in your work. The High Crucible is home to the finest alchemists. They are the ones who created my bodies, and can provide you with healing as well. Now that I think on it, you weren't at all surprised when I changed forms. Were you aware of my nature from the start, that I was a soul occupying a vessel not my own? It's hardly uncommon in our world. When given the chance, many shed their bodies to claim stronger ones. Oh, you must be the rumored guest. We've been most eager to meet you. If you have a moment, would you care to stay for some tea? The sisters know we'd love to hear your tales. I've had enough food for now. I can always obtain more without the need for inane chatter. Now, no need to decline outright. I dare say you are tired. So let us save it for another time and return to the Megaduta. If aught catches your eye en route, do not hesitate to say so. Oh, well, apparently it does because it's going to make us stop over here. I might as well come over here and grab this real quick, though. Honestly, I always forget this area exists. Boopity boop. There we go. Doo-doo-doo. All right. Some sort of fruit? Pitiful things, though. I imagine you need to eat a lot of to derive any satisfaction. These are mulberry trees. While the fruits are indeed edible, more important are the leaves, which we feed to silkworms. Without the creatures, we wouldn't have the silk to make our famous Stavnarian weave. Furthermore, the bark of the tree also possesses medicinal properties. You would be hard-pressed to find a more useful plant. Is that so? Aside from food, I wouldn't have considered any other purpose for it. Master Vitra. Familiar boy's voice? If it isn't young Marahad, then that must be your sister. It's all well at the orphanage? Oh, it's you two. Yes, Your Excellency. The other children are very nice, and we all look out for one another. Just the other day, Estinian came to see us. Everyone was really excited. Truly, Estinian paid you a visit. As well. Is she a new friend? Friend, do you know what that is? What? You mean you don't? She is a visitor from a faraway land, you see, and is still unfamiliar with our language. Then we'll teach you. A friend is someone you like to play with. Play with. Xenos seemed to be enjoying himself when he fought you. Is that the same thing? In his crazy-ass mind, yes. Not to everyone else. Sure. In his crazy-ass mind, sure. But is having someone to play with so fulfilling? I still do not understand why. Why he traversed the great expanse? Why he risked life and limb for you? But I waste energy dwindling on such things. I am not Xenos. I stand to gain nothing by knowing his heart. Sorry I couldn't explain it well. There's no need to apologize. The fault is not yours, but mine for failing to make sense of your words. Well, we had better get back to our errands. Goodbye, it was nice meeting you. Get out of here, kids. Boo-doo-boo-boo. Through Xenos, I thought I understood the ways of your world, but the more I learn of it, the more I realize how little I actually know. It's all so strange, your behavior and your reasons. I find myself baffled at every turn. But the feeling is not unwelcome. I'm learning, bit by bit, it was the right decision to join you. Buried memory. Okay, it's... Of course. I believe Zero's time here has been rewarding, and was in no small part due to your company. My thanks for agreeing to join us. Come, let us return. Well, this is probably the last mission, or the last quest, because it's literally the name of the patch. Boop-a-doo. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. We're gonna have voiced lines?
So, what are your impressions of Radzatan?
There's a lot of mortals.
Oh, yeah.
Considering your origin, I can see why that might be your first observation. Though they would call each other people, I think. If you wish to know about our fair city, I should be glad to place a guide at your disposal.
No need. I'll show myself around. There's only so much about my home I can share with you in return, after all. While I remember some few tales of the past, I cannot speak to their authenticity. But if that is enough, then I will tell you of the events that saw darkness engulf our world. The Contra Memoria.
We are all ears. Please.
Long ago, light filled the world and all was at peace. But then the servants of darkness came, and they bequeathed a black art unto men.
The Asians.
Channeling the power of hope and prayer, one could call forth fearsome beings known as Eidolons.
The Asians. And these Eidolons are surely primals.
Then you have faced the same, and understand that when an Eidolon is birthed, strife follows. And in such strife, the weak are the first to suffer. When it seemed the world would be plunged into chaos, heroes appeared, They who were blessed with a singular power, the power to bind the ether of eidolons within crystals known as memoria. My mother was one such memoriate, but in fighting to save many, she herself was touched by darkness, as was I.
And so you were born part Voidsent, before the world was overcome.
How exactly did that calamity come to pass? Did the Memoriates not triumph?
They did. They expunged the seeds of chaos and restored the peace, only to find themselves seduced by the darkness they had sealed.
Of course.
They spread the taint, transforming men into monsters, what you call Voidsent, and raised armies to wage new wars.
Of course.
Not the first to be corrupted by power, nor the last.
I do think it's...
defied temptation and held fast to the light. My mother and I among them.
I do think it's cool that the NPCs we're seeing in these flashbacks are actually wearing the gear from World of Darkness, where you fight the Cloud of Darkness on the 13th. The armor sets you get from that dungeon, that's what they're wearing right now. I think that's pretty cool. Pretty nice attention to detail.
For years and years we fought, but it was not enough. And when our strength was spent, our bulwarks broken, so too was the world.
The flood of darkness.
The stars faded from the heavens as a pall black as pitch enveloped creation. Darkness raged unchecked, rending the very walls of reality. I was cast into the rift, and there trapped for what felt like an eternity. Until I came upon a crack. Tiny, infinitesimal, but enough for me to squeeze through. And find my world changed beyond recognition, into the lightless waste you saw.
So that is how you were able to escape becoming a Voidsent in full.
I suppose I should consider myself fortunate. Were I like most others, I wouldn't have lasted a day before being devoured. We, the lost, are better equipped to survive in a lost world.
Fair.
A lost world, you say? I wouldn't be so sure. The 13th is still there, is it not?
What are you getting at?
To explain requires that we initiate you into the truth of the source and its reflections. Be warned that this will take a while.
Yeah, the fact that the 13th is still there, but, you know, I think there's 6 other ones that have been completely destroyed. They're just gone.
Then, unlike the worlds that have been rejoined, mine still...
The Oracle of Light prevented the first from being completely overcome. So the situation may not be completely identical to that of your 13th. But the fact remains that we were able to restore a measure of balance to a world brought to the brink of destruction.
True.
After which, some intrepid young souls succeeded in restoring life back to lands thought lost to light. which gives me cause to hope the day may yet come when life springs forth anew in the 13th. Of course, these are only possibilities. I offer no guarantees.
Need to go grab the rainbow crystal from the 1st and bring it to the 13th.
But having experienced what we have, I dare say we are more qualified than most to speak on the matter.
Wait, I don't understand. Why would you say these things? As if you mean to... But the sole reason you came to the Void was...
To find a dragon, aye. And in light of what we've seen, we'd be fools to strive for more. But we Scions, former Scions, begging your pardon, have a habit of not leaving well enough alone. And old habits die hard, don't they, my friend?
Does Estinian have calamari there? It looked like
Restoring the light
octopus.
would serve our efforts to find and
Maybe
free
not.
Ashdaya. There is no reason not to try.
Do as you will. I have no desire to save that world.
Be that as it may, we will have need of your power when next we face Voidsent.
You know how it works. If you want my help, you must pay my price. And now that you've drawn Golbez's attention, it's going to cost you more. A lot more. I will consider this a deposit.
Pizza. Boop, boop. This is probably it. The end. Controller, no. Okay, I'm fine. Though our time in the Void was short, we managed to ascertain that my sister yet lives, and it cannot be overstated how fortunate we are to have met Zero. But the greater blessing is nevertheless you, my friend, for your encouragement to embark upon my search anew, and your help in overcoming the challenges thus far. What the hell is that? Something followed us back. Golbez and his minions will seek to stymie our efforts, of this we can be sure. But with you all at my side, I have confidence that we will succeed, that we will find and liberate my sister, and that we shall return home together. Is that the end? We'll know if I get an achievement. Meanwhile, yep, at the Legion of Doom. There's a side quest nearby that has a lot of lore once you finish the MSQ. It's about that little slime you saw. Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom.
First Scarmiglione, and now Barbaricia. Useless, the both of them.
It was no lie. They conspire with a Memoriat.
And their search for the dragon will lead them here. The war looms nigh. We cannot allow these interlopers to interfere.
If I may, my lord, I have a plan to eliminate them. In order to guarantee its success, however, I will require Cagnazzo's cooperation. Now there's sport to be had, then I'll play along.
I love his accent.
Like following your lead, I have no patience for scheming.
Well and good to have confidence, but do not forget the cost of failure.
Rest assured, I will see the dream to fruition. Even should I be consumed by my own flames, I will pave the way for one and all.
Then I will trust in your oath and your plan.
We will give you cause to rejoice, my lord. This I vow. Ha-ha! Some excitement for a change.
I like his accent. I'm gonna have fun fighting him when his fight comes out.
No sacrifice is too great. Even should my 4 archfiends be lost, I will not halt my steps. The prison of passivity is an obstacle to my cause, and so you must fall. What irony that the blessed damned should set us free.
Okay then.
As I swore so long ago. The gate lies open. At long last, my ambition shall be fulfilled.
Hey, chill. Bye. Even realms long lost to dark may find in memory rebirth's spark. That's an interesting one. Oh, there it goes. Into the light. Oh, there's the MSQ caught up with, so that's good. I will probably go ahead and stop here, though, since I have been streaming for about 3 hours. But yeah, this was fun. I had a lot of fun playing this. I can stream my raids if people want. It'll be after my normal stream time, though, generally, so if that's something people want to watch, I don't mind streaming it, but also, it doesn't matter that much. Get everything set to stop. Boop. Alright, there we go. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, everyone, and I hope you all have a wonderful night. I'll be playing some Saints Row tomorrow, since we're caught up on 14 stuff. But yeah, so we'll be playing Saints Row tomorrow, and then probably some more Wasteland 3 after that. But yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Have a good night, everyone. Bye!